Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, I thought about this all weekend. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to word it right. Probably not, at least. I put up a thing about forgiveness the other day. And I made a comment about my mother's second husband. I'm not going to get into all the details. But take my word for it, it was very hard to forgive that man. Because honestly, he was abusive. Now, if you get to know me one day, I can't stand it as a guy hitting a girl. Yep, don't even want to get on that rabbit hole. You won't like my mouth. And his name was David. For a while, my mom got very sick. And he was already sick, hauling bad hazardous materials loads. Because he drove a truck. He retired in, I think, 87, after 36 years. He's the one who taught all of us how to drive. I mean, my parents, it was their dream from when I was a kid to do it. But he was abusive. And it took me a while. It took a long while for me to forgive him. I kept that bitterness and resentment for a long time. He's also the reason my mom and my sister didn't talk, but I think once or twice in 20 years, the last 20 years of my mom's life. Because of whatever happened, I don't even know, but I know it. I've heard all the way around he was the main problem. But it took me a while, and I forgave him. Just like my mother literally lied to my face a week before she died. About who my biological father was. And when I found out, and ended up talking to him, and the people, who he was, last time I'd seen him, I was 5 years old. And, well, it turns out his kids, my older sister and brother, I've got two of each. We all grew up together. And I talked to my older brother Roger, and he was quite, for an ugly dude, he's actually smart. I'll give him that. But don't ever tell him I said that. My point is forgiveness. By not forgiving, all it's doing is literally keeping all that resentment build up, whatever you want to call it. And it took me years to figure out it ain't doing any good. It really ain't. With David, he was already dead, so he didn't care one way or the other. My mom, well, she wasn't worried about it either. And I don't mean that in a bad way. She was already passed away. So holding on to resentment and everything else is literally is not going to do you any good. By letting it go and forgiving them, that's going to do you a world of good. It really will. just, I felt like I needed to share that. Hopes it helps. Because holding on to it, all that resentment and bitterness, honestly, it isn't going to help. And not to mention, you want God to forgive you. How's He going to forgive you if you can't forgive the whoever? I mean, in this case, with me personally, it took a long time to forgive David. But I didn't. You know what? I feel better. My mother, I forgave her, but, well, that was a different ballpark. Because I still love the old broad. Matter of fact, if she was alive, she'd be 78, I think. Her birthday is this month. April 30th, 1945. I think how old my dad is. He's 81. You can take this any way you want, but it's not worth harboring and holding on to all that resentment and all that crap. Because honestly, it's not. Forgiving somebody doesn't mean you have to like them. You should love them in God's love. That's just my piece of advice. And on that note, I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Have a good day. Bye.